Have you ever said yes to something when every part of you wanted to say no? Maybe you agreed because you did not want to disappoint someone. Maybe you felt responsible for keeping the peace. Or maybe you believed that setting limits would make you seem selfish. Many people struggle with boundaries because they worry about how others might react. But the truth is that boundaries are not about pushing people away. Boundaries are about protecting your emotional well-being and honoring your needs. Today, I want to talk about why boundaries are important and how learning to set healthy limits can strengthen your relationships and your sense of self. And by the end of this video, I will share a journal prompt, a short reflection exercise, and an affirmation you can begin practicing today. Before we begin, I also want to mention that the information shared in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a replacement for therapy or professional mental health care. Boundaries are the limits we establish to protect our emotional, mental, and physical well-being. They help define what feels safe, respectful, and acceptable in our relationships. Healthy boundaries allow us to communicate our needs while also respecting the needs of others. Without boundaries, it becomes easy to feel overwhelmed, resentful, or emotionally drained. Many people struggle to set boundaries because they were taught that saying no is rude or unkind. But boundaries are not acts of rejection, they are acts of self-respect. When you set a boundary, you are simply communicating what you need in order to maintain your well-being. Sometimes boundaries may sound like, I am not able to take that on right now. I need some time to think about that. I am not comfortable with that situation. These statements are not harsh or unkind. They are honest expressions of your limits. When boundaries are not present, people often begin to feel overwhelmed. They may take on more responsibilities than they can manage. They may feel pressure to meet expectations that do not align with their needs. Over time, this can lead to stress, frustration, or emotional exhaustion. Healthy boundaries help create balance. They allow you to care for others while also caring for yourself. Boundaries also improve relationships. When expectations and limits are communicated clearly, misunderstandings become less likely. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, and boundaries help establish that respect. If you have a journal nearby, I would like to invite you to take a moment for reflection. Write down the answer to this question. What is one situation in your life where you feel your boundaries are often challenged? Perhaps it involves work responsibilities. Perhaps it involves family expectations, or perhaps it appears in friendships or other relationships. After writing that down, consider the following question. What would a healthy boundary look like in that situation? Your response might involve saying no. It might involve requesting more time or space, or it might involve communicating your needs more clearly. Reflection is the first step in recognizing where boundaries may be needed. Let us take a moment for a brief reflection exercise. Take a slow breath in and gently exhale. Allow your shoulders to relax. Take another deep breath. Now ask yourself this question. What do I need in order to feel respected and emotionally balanced in my relationships? Allow yourself a moment to consider that question. Boundaries often become clearer when we take time to listen to our own needs. Recognizing your needs is not selfish. It is an important step toward maintaining emotional well-being. I would like to leave you with a simple affirmation that supports healthy boundaries. You may repeat it out loud, write it in your journal, or reflect on it quietly. The affirmation is, setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and emotional care. Let us say that again. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and emotional care. When you practice setting boundaries, you are honoring your well-being and creating space for healthier relationships. Learning to set boundaries is a process that develops over time. It requires self-awareness, practice, and patience. Each time you recognize your limits and communicate them respectfully, you strengthen your sense of self. If this message resonated with you, I encourage you to reflect on one small boundary you could begin practicing this week. And if you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more conversations about emotional well-being, personal growth, and building healthier relationships. I would also love to hear from you in the comments. What is one boundary that has helped improve your well-being? Thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next video.